Hey you guys, love you guys, it's Jonathan and welcome to a brand new series on my channel. Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I've posted a lot of pictures on Instagram about this game, Parkitect. It's absolutely one of my favorite games out there. I'm still a huge fan of Roller Coaster Tycoon, so this game it's just amazing. Um, so yeah, welcome my beautiful people. Um, Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, consider giving it a subscribe, or not. You know, just do you. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Anyway, welcome to this series. It's gonna be a brand new park that I'm building, and it's gonna be a studios park. And if you are paying attention to YouTube and this game in particular, you might think, hey, wait a second, I've seen that somewhere else. Yeah, the idea for this park really came because of $2.20, who's doing a studios park, and seeing him work on what he's doing really got me inspired to make my own version of that. So first of all, that guy is amazing. Everything that he does, it just blows my mind, the level of detail, and I'm not gonna match that, but I'm just gonna do my own thing, and I hope you like it. I hope you like it a lot. Anyway, this is going to be a studios park. My inspiration is heavily the Disney's MGM Studios, or as it's known now, Disney Hollywood Studios. It will always be MGM to me. Yeah, that, and a little bit of the Universal parks, but mostly Disney. I am a Disney boy, so you know. Anyway, what we're building in this first episode it's literally the beginnings, and it looks very weird right now, but this is basically the layout that I want to have. This layout for the entrance plaza is heavily based on what I saw $2.20 do in his series, but I'm gonna give it my own spin, so I hope you like it. So yeah, what we're building right now is the entrance plaza, and this is the place where you will come in, or this is the plaza where you will not yet enter the park, but you're already, on park property. And what I really wanted is something that I've noticed with especially Disney parks. It's a thing, from the recent years. Sadly enough, every park has the bag check area, the security area. It no matter what you call it, it's security. It's something I really wanted to fit into this park, and this weird thing that I'm building here with the round shapes and everything, that's going to be like a big security entrance. So from different sides you can go into the park through security, which will be like the bag check and the airport security type metal detectors where you go through. So I thought that would be a really cool addition to this entrance plaza, and that's the kind of detail I would love to bring to this park, like those little things that are just things that you see in real life parks. And that's what I want to do with this series in particular. That's what I love building. I've built quite a few parks now in this game. I might do even like a series where I visit some of my parks, if you like that. I've posted a lot of pictures on Instagram of my previous parks, but I never really shared them on YouTube. I occasionally posted pictures on the Reddit of Parkitect, and I always loved getting the feedback there. And that's the main reason I want to do this on YouTube now, is just, to get some feedback from you guys, to hear what you think of it, to help me stay inspired with these parks, because that is usually what happens is I build like in my opinion, an awesome area, and then I lose interest in the park, in the file, in the project, or it just becomes too big and the scale goes off, or it's those things that stop me from continuing and finishing a park. And that's really something I hope you guys can help me with. So send some love in the chat, give me feedback, give me tips, things that you would want to see in the park, things that you might do differently. I really want to hear from you guys. So yeah, that would be really awesome. Anyway, the scale of this park is quite big, and that's on purpose because I wanted to feel like it's a big Disney park. It, in my opinion, in my mind, it is something that, you know, exists in like a grand Disney styled scenario, and that's really something I wanted to bring across. It's not necessarily a Disney park, or I don't want it to be a Disney park, but it's kind of that same scale and the same budget. I think that's just, I love that, and yeah, so we're going for that. Anyway, we're building the entrance area, and this path on the left, it's going to be the bridge to I have no idea to what, and on the other side there's going to be a step down to the bus loop, again very heavily inspired by $2.20, but yeah, it's something that looks really cool in layout wise, and I liked it a lot. But here I wanted to do something with some stairs going down. You see me putting down stairs now, or the place where the stairs are going to be. Later on I realized I also need a place for people who cannot walk the stairs to go up and down. So in places, and I'm going to do that throughout the park, I'm going to build ramps. And that's mostly because I hate it when a theme park is flat, like completely flat. I don't like that. I love subtle elevation changes, and I really want to bring that across in this park as well. That's also the main reason that this entrance is higher up. It's mainly because I want to be able to use elevation in this park, and by starting a little bit higher, I kind of force myself to use that elevation. But yeah, you can slowly see the beginnings of these buildings. So all of these buildings are going to be like park services, washroom. I think one of the buildings is going to be like guest services, where you know, when you have your annual pass and you want to extend it, or you want to buy one. Maybe one of the buildings has a little transportation center in it, because the buses are going to be downstairs, and they might need a little office. So I imagine those buildings to be here. And then this is the entrance area, so that's where you actually will walk through. You will scan your ticket, and you will scan your ticket, and you'll get into the park. So that's this gate. It's going to be this area, and I did the gate sort of like here, you can see, and then with a dark green line that's going to be a fence, because I wanted the roof to sort of overhang a little bit further, and you're going to see that in a minute when we get to it. But yeah, I really liked that idea. But yeah, so a little bit about me and Parkitect in particular. Also, English is not my first language, so I'm sorry if things that I say do not make sense at all, because half of the time I have no idea what I'm saying, honey. So, but yeah, uh, me and Parkitect, I've been playing this game for. I've been following this game since it was in development, and I was since the beginning. I just loved it, and I've built in this game quite a few things now. Some things I'm not that proud of, some things I'm really proud of. And I've posted over the last few weeks, I've posted quite a few pictures on Instagram. So go follow me there. The link is in the description to my Insta. Because I've posted quite a few pictures there of recent projects I've did. And I really like those ones. And for me, this game is, I love the style. It's something you either love or hate, but I love it. And it's in some forms the simplicity of it that makes it, at least for me, more approachable to do. Because I've played Planet Coaster. I've got the game and I've played it a couple of times, but it's so overwhelming to me because there's so much, and that's why I love Parkitect, because it still has a lot, especially with the mods and everything, but it's not like overwhelming for me, and that might be because I know Roller Coaster Tycoon a lot, and I've played in that game quite a lot, so I know that mechanics, the style and everything, and it's the working with the grid and everything, so that it might be that, but I don't know, this game is it's life for me, it really is. So yeah. Anyway, you saw me put in like this big thing in the middle that's going to be a fountain, and now I'm working with the floor covers. I'm using, by the way, I think I have about every mod installed that there is in the game, and that's on Steam. It's just that, first of all, the mods are amazing, and second of all, it makes the game so much better. And yeah, but these floor covers, I love them. I love the to me, this sort of gives like that extra bit of detail around buildings. I would imagine it's like extra foundation, and it's just some floor path variety to break up that big red slab of pavement that there is. And yeah, so I'm now starting to paint in where the paths are going to be, and you can see that a lot of the paths are a little bit going over the lines, and that's because I want my park to be functional for game mechanics wise. I want it to be functional, but then again, I also want it to look pretty, and I want it to look realistic. And so at some point, at least I feel like I have to make choices, and then later on you're gonna see me put plans there to sort of hide it. But I love the curviness of some of the paths. So yeah, here we're going to work on that overhanging roof, what I was talking about earlier, and I just love how this whole area came together and works together. So the future of this park, or at least what I have in mind with this park, it's very open. I have, so this entrance area is going to be this style, this MGM Studios kind of a style, and then the first themed area that I want to do, that's the one thing I really know. It's going to be sort of a jungle-esque area. I'm sort of debating between jungle, sort of a Peru maybe, like the inspiration is Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones, Jumanji, that sort of a feel, because I want to build a sort of a Jungle Cruise kind of a ride. If you've ever been to Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, you know they have the Jungle Cruise, which is a boat ride through a fake jungle with fake animals and everything. And I loved it as a kid, and I still do. I still love that ride. It's one of my favorites. I'm not a coaster enthusiast. I can enjoy a good coaster, but for me, those kind of rides are life. Like the It's a Small World, Jungle Cruise. You know, the rides where scenery detail is like really key. That's what I love. And so my first themed area is going to be sort of that. I want to build like a big over-the-top Jungle Cruise, and yeah. So that's the first area I want to do. For the rest of the park, I have no idea. Yeah, no. I wanted to say like I know what I'm gonna do, but no, honestly I don't. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and yeah, so I'm just yeah, hit me up with ideas for themed areas, themed lands, and we'll see what we can do. That's also going to be a big part. I know it's like my very first video on this game, and on my channel at all, almost. But I really hope that anybody who's watching sends some love in the chat and gives me some tips and information, and just some feedback, or ideas, places to look at, rides to look at. That would really help me a lot, because I would love your input on things that I build. Anyway, this text sign, it's life for me. It's everything. I need it every day in everything I do in this game. I remembered in like all the parks that I made in this game, there are these mods that have letters, and I would size down each letter and then place them on a grid, and it was so tedious to do. So I love that editable text thing. Yeah. Anyway, here we are going to work. Oh yeah, I'm playing with the graphic settings. That's the thing. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think of the quality of the video, because I'm playing this game on a laptop. I don't have a fancy gaming computer or anything like that, so I'm playing on a laptop, and I don't know. Sometimes when I'm recording and playing, it lags a little bit for me. Obviously, it's a laptop, but I'm not sure if lowering the quality is hurting the video so much. So let me know, because I will look into what I can do. Anyway, going with the doors, and I'm trying to place the doors on the places that I have paths, so that the peeps walk through the door. I think that's just a cool idea. So in these buildings, I've hidden quite a few things. I don't really show it on camera, but in the first building, I have the entrance to the park, the park gate, and I also have some staff buildings. I've got a resting room, break room, whatever it's called. I have the training room there as well. And the second building, I have some shops, bathroom, the washroom. What do I else have? Like a food thingy, and I think information, something like that. And then in the on the other side, and on this side, I have the big ass supplies building. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I'm really good at this, explaining stuff. I have no idea what it's called. What is it called? The building with all the supplies. Yeah, but I've hidden that away because I hate it. It looks ugly. But yeah, so I've placed those in there. So I don't know. I feel like a part of me wants to stuff all of these buildings with all kind of things, but then a part of me is like, no, don't do that because that's not realistic. So yeah, you know, middle ground. Let's go for middle ground. Anyway, what we're building right now are some overhanging roofs, awnings, and they're not really awnings, but I don't know what you would call them. But here you can see this is sort of that security building hugging the plaza with some entrances and a big ass exit for when the park is closed and people can exit easily. And then I use that same sort of a style on some of the other buildings to sort of bring this whole area together, because in my mind, in the lore of this park, it's all been built at the same time. I would imagine Disney styled, they would just, you know, pump out this massive area at once. What I do like is the idea that this is the new entrance. I really like that idea of, you know, sort of like this is a theme park that has been grown over time, and like maybe when the park first opened in the 60s, 70s, something like that. It's very early on. But when the park first opened, it had a smaller entrance on maybe the other side, and like a couple of decades later, they built this massive new entrance on this side. I really like that idea. Anyway, putting on some signs, so security, exit, and then also on the buildings some signs. What I'm doing right now is just a little sneaky thing to keep the peeps from not wandering too far away. See, I'm using a curb to remove path access to the outside, so that the peeps don't wander to that area, because there's nothing there, and then they're gonna complain that there's nothing there, and they're gonna complain that they're lost, and I do not like that. I'm not there for that. So yeah, I'm just removing access, putting in some poles so that it looks a little bit more like it can hold up that roof. But yeah, I really love how this entrance area came together. It's really one of my favorites. I love this style. I know it's a lot of repetitive colors. It's a lot of the same, with the greens and the reds on the floor and the grays on the roofs and the paths. But in my mind, if you would build this as a themed area, it really works. And yeah, it looks very bland right now, very empty, but I'm gonna, trust me, once there's greenery, and that's gonna be in the next episode, we're gonna work on the greenery. Once there is greenery, it looks like 10 times better, like big palm trees and everything. That's what I have in it. That's what I kind of want to go for. I'm not sure yet. I'm also not sure yet where this park exactly would be, but I would kind of put my things on, you know, a California kind of an area where it's warm, high temperatures. So maybe Florida even, you know, very generic theme park land. But yeah. Oh, these are little lamps that I make, and I'm there for these ones. They're cute little sweet lamps, and these are the kind of details that, for me at least, sort of create like unity in a park, like the benches, the trash cans, the lamps. It really finishes off these areas, and yeah, I'm very much in love with it. So the reason, by the way, that I'm not building on the grass texture is because when you build on grass, especially fake flooring and that sort of stuff, it will poke through. The grass will poke through, and I don't like that look. So I usually avoid building on grass. It's a little tip maybe. I don't know. Anyway, here we're going to build the stairs going down. We're not really gonna detail these yet, but I sort of wanted to get an idea of how to close off this area. But we're going to build 2 stairs going down. The one on the left with the corner in it, that's going to be just to the street, and the one that's going down straight, that's going to the bus loops. And I'm not yet sure how I'm going to do the bus loops, because it's something I've struggled with in the past quite a lot in other parks that I built, because it's something that's so, in my opinion, something so typically Disney, the Disney style bus loops, but it's so difficult to build in this game. At least I think so. But yeah, we're not gonna tackle those today, tomorrow. Those are problems for future me, not a now me. Yeah, good sentence. Yeah, and these little corners, I'm sort of hiding away the ugliness and the misshapes with these floor pads. I made them green, and again we're going to hide those edges with a lot of plants and a lot of foliage. I don't know, I feel like it's the same. I think it's me in every game. I have the same in The Sims and in other creative games. It's when an area doesn't look good, when a room doesn't look good, put plants in it, and plants make it better. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you can see me. Oh yeah, I was removing all the people and finishing up those planters. But yeah, we're getting to the end of this episode, and I know that the progress might not be like, oh my god, look at what he built, but I'm gonna be honest, it's the beginning of something, and I really hope that you guys liked it, that you are gonna stick around for this ride, and that we're gonna build something awesome together, because that's what I really would want to love to do, is to have you guys involved in this build and give me ideas, give me feedback, and whatnot. There are some little candy shots of the park. I love this entrance, and yeah, so hit me up in the comments, send some love, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.